Happening now, one person died in a tractor-trailer accident overnight on Interstate 90. New York's smoking rate is down.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. It's mild today, but the temperatures will fall throughout the day with widespread rain. Winter looks like it comes back for tomorrow just a tiny bit before winter goes away again for another break. But how long will that last? I'll let you know coming.
St. Bonaventure Hoops is back at it tonight against Duquesne, and we're running the fast break with Ron Lemon next on the Sports Desk.
That's news now for Wednesday, February 21st, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Good Wednesday to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Gould. Our top story, at least one person died following a car accident on Interstate 90 near Brockton Tuesday night. At least 3 vehicles, including a semi, were involved. The left lane between exits 60 and 59 remained closed until 11:43 p.m. Fire crews from Ripley Westfield responded shortly after 7:30, along with Chautauqua County Emergency Services. The coroner and New York State Police also assisted on the scene. Officials have not identified the person killed. We will bring updates to this story on our website, WNYNewsNow.com. Tops Markets have officially announced plans to financially restructure its business under Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Tops Friendly Market CEO Frank Kersey, in a statement, said there will be no impact on day-to-day operations at its stores. The statement reads, Tops stores across the company's portfolio in upstate New York, northern Pennsylvania, and Vermont are continuing to serve customers with no impact to day-to-day operations. The company fully expects operations to continue as normal during its financial reconstruction process. Tops has set up a website where customers can ask additional questions regarding the filing. The grocery store chain has filed several court motions as well to continue to support its business operations during this process. They said they will continue to pay employee wages and benefits without interruption. The Dresser Rand plant in Wellsville is set to close. More than 200 employees will be affected by the closure, which is expected to take about 2 years. A limited number of employees will have the opportunity to relocate and work elsewhere within the company, but those who aren't retained won't get a severance package. The announcement means not only a substantial loss of jobs for the Allegheny County community, but also the end of an era, as manufacturing at that site has been going on for about more than a century. Dresser Rand's parent company, Siemens Corporation, is selling its government and services portfolio of Dresser Rand, which currently makes high-speed engines and turbines for the military. We check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. It's a little wet out there, sir.
Yes, it is. It is pretty soggy out there on this hump day, which is Day Wednesday, and of course, the middle of the week. But hey, how about those temperatures yesterday? I'll actually highlight that for you in the full weather segment in just a minute. Let's take a look at the maps, and first of all, we'll take a look at the Sky Vision camera network. That is coming from Lakewood. You can see the rain there on the lens. However, the rain bucket there is only reporting 0.02 inches of rain, and that's a total that starts at midnight. 48 degrees with a dew point of 46 and a west-northwest wind of 5 miles per hour. On to Viper, and you can see some of the lighter snow that is falling. It's pretty much eastward of our area, but there you see the next band of rain that's going to be pushing in. And again, this is just a higher resolution look, so you can see some of the lighter rain that's falling here. So again, expect more rain than we had yesterday, but I hope you enjoyed those temperatures, because temperatures like that won't be back for at least a little bit. Here we go with the forecast for today. Widespread rain showers with that cold front. The cold front comes across the area and it boosts our temperatures. It actually drops our temperatures down. 61 early high for today. It'll fall down to 38 by the time the day is over with today, with a healthy northwest breeze of around 6 to 13 miles an hour. So pretty healthy breeze there. So temperatures go the opposite direction for today. Winter comes back for tomorrow. I'll let you know on that. Plus that full quick solution 7-day forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Christianity is not a white man's religion, and don't let anybody ever tell you that it's white or black. Christ belongs to all people.
Reverend Billy Graham has died. The legendary evangelist minister has been ministering for decades. His impact on American culture was massive, and his influence stretched around the globe. Christian leaders are honoring his life and work, including local pastor Ron Lemon and Mel McGinnis.
What I remember of Billy Graham is he is certainly the greatest evangelist of our time and of our day. And what I think most of all when I hear the name Billy Graham is that he was a man of integrity. He protected his name, he protected his ministry, and he stuck to what we need to stick to. He preached the gospel. He shared the good news of the saving grace of God through Jesus Christ, and he never deterred from that message. So he was faithful, and he was consistent, and he was a man of integrity.
His legacy will be for me the man who preached the gospel faithfully, namely the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ for the salvation of our souls. I think what he did was help the churches work together in the Great Commission that Jesus himself gave to us in going making disciples. And that aspect of his ministry did reach even to places such as powerful as the White House.
Graham passed away at his home in North Carolina from natural causes. He was 99 years old. Next, an outbreak of salmonella is linked to kratom, and the FDA has a warning for consumers. And later on, Lucky Charms has a new look. We'll tell you what changed coming up.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
It's tax time, so get to Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown for all of your vehicle needs. Service, inspection, vehicle sales, they do it all. For all of your automotive, motorcycle, and ATV service needs, Express Bike and Auto even offers financing. Your true one-stop vehicle shop is Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. They're located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension next to Quick Fill. Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. Stop looking, start saving today.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
An outbreak of 28 salmonella infections in 20 states has been linked to kratom products. Native to Malaysia, the leaves of kratom plant are known for their opiate-like effects. It's traditionally crushed and made into tea, but it's also chewed, smoked, or ingested in capsules. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in a statement yesterday, no deaths have been reported, but 11 people were hospitalized. The CDC says kratom should not be consumed in any form because of the source of salmonella contamination has not yet been identified. Now, just this month, the FDA says there's no evidence to indicate that kratom is safe or an effective use against opioid-related symptoms. Some scientists have challenged the FDA's description of kratom, though, saying that it's too broad. All agree that more research is needed. And New York State's adult smoking rate inched to its lowest record level in latest numbers from state health officials. The administration of Governor Andrew Cuomo announced yesterday that 14.2% of adults were smokers in 2016, compared to 14.5% the year before. Smoking rates among adults ages 18 to 24 have dropped even further to 11.7%. The high school smoking rate also hit an all-time low of 4.3 in 2016. Cuomo says the numbers show state efforts to help smokers quit and to prevent young people from picking up the habit. The numbers come from the state's regular health survey. Now, according to the findings, 64% of smokers tried to quit in 2016. And want to live until you're 90 or even older? One researcher is saying a glass of wine rather than a dumbbell may help you get there. A neurologist from the University of California studied 1,700 people who lived until at least 90. Dr. Claudia Kiwanis found that people who drink 2 glasses of wine or beer reduced their chances of dying prematurely by 18%. Kiwanis noted that people who were slightly overweight but not obese were 3% less likely to die young. But before you cancel that gym membership, the study also found that 15 to 45 minutes of daily physical activity reduced risks of early death by 11%, and people who spend 2 hours a day on a hobby are 21% less likely to die early. Dr. Kiwanis admits that she does not know why modest drinking and putting a few pounds seems to help people live longer, but that she firmly believes it improves longevity. I think you should just enjoy life.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
What do you think, Dakota?
Well, who does not like a glass of wine? I mean,
right?
Come on now. I mean, it's just like chocolate. Chocolate releases endorphins. It makes you feel good. I kind of say the same thing about wine, but also, the moderation is the key when it comes to chocolate, and of course, when it comes to alcohol, moderation is the key. You don't want to be that one person at a party, in your friend's bathroom slumped over the toity. You don't want to be that kind of person because that'd be a great Snapchat moment. Let's go into weather, we had records just everywhere yesterday. It was very warm, and so here are some of the records that were broken here. Buffalo broke the record of 67. Actually, it was 64. They hit 67 yesterday. That broke that 64-degree record that was set back in 1955. Also, Rochester hit 71. That broke that old record of 62, also in 94. Dunkirk hit 70. That's actually a bit surprising because I was actually thinking that if we saw a 70, it was going to be way inland, away from the lake. But that actually was surprising that Dunkirk hit 70. That broke the old record of 63, set back in 94. And Olean, 66, broke the record of 59. Also set in 94. Unfortunately, as I told you yesterday, the Jamestown Airport is out of service. The weather station at the airport's out of service, which is where all the official observations are taken. Even though we actually did break the record, we were in the 60s in Jamestown. That would have shattered that old record of 58, but unfortunately, yeah, it's not going in the record books because the airport's down, so it officially doesn't go in the record books. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. Temperatures around the region right now, sharply colder. Want to play our favorite game, Spot the Cold Front? Can you find it? Let's see if we have any smart nuggets out there. Can you find the cold front? Justin, do you know where that cold front is?
Is it the blue up in the corner by Waterloo?
Wrong. The cold front, if you guessed this is it right here, congratulations. You receive a cookie. And so again, it's 67 in Wellsville, 54 in Olean. Behind the front, the temperatures have sharply dipped off. 39 in Buffalo, 40 in Niagara Falls, 40 in Dunkirk, and again, nothing at Jamestown because the observation station is still down. But again, behind the front, the temperatures are dropping, and ahead of the front, the temperatures are always warmer ahead of a cold front. So this is the cold front there. So if you guessed it, congratulations, we'll send you a cookie. And you can also see here just kind of the temperature difference across the continental 48. Take a look at how warm it is across the east and how cold it is across the west. Classic February La Nina pattern. They actually had frost out in LA this morning. Oh, boy, very chilly out in that direction. Doppler vision, it's showing some of that rain that is falling. Again, it's not especially heavy, but do expect it to come into the area as this next band starts to work on in. There's some of that mix, and it looks like that may come our way for tomorrow. Now, regionally, this again is that cold front. It's right across our area, and again, there's the 2 low pressure systems attached to it. And again, you can see that rain stretching across the Great Lakes in the northeast today, along with that cold front pretty much ahead and behind it as well. Let's break down tomorrow's forecast zone by zone because tomorrow's forecast is going to be sharply different. We're going to go back down into the 30s for high temperatures tomorrow. Freezing rain will likely be the story throughout the morning hours tomorrow, so a very slick morning commute tomorrow. So you need to take your time on the roads because they definitely will be slicking up. I don't expect a whole lot of freezing rain accumulation to cause any minor problems, to cause any major problems, but issues definitely could arise because of slick roads. And the winter feel returns with that northeast breeze of 4 to 9 miles an hour. And then eastward, the same story will continue here, mid to upper 30s, freezing rain early, then it will change to all snow as a storm system is going to come across our area. That's going to throw some snow, maybe a couple inches out of that. In fact, let's time that out for you here on FutureScan. This is some of our exclusive model data that we have here. And you can see here, it's showing the rain here. Now here comes this next batch of that storm system that's going to be coming across our area. This is the snow, this blue to purple. Here's some of that mixed precipitation. It looks like, looking at the new data, that the heaviest amounts of the snow, or at least the most amount of the snow, is probably going to be off to our south and east. We're probably going to be caught in this mixed band. So again, I think maybe snow early, then it will change to probably all freezing rain. And then here comes the next band of rain. This is some more freezing rain. Here comes the next band going into Friday. And again, we go back into rain also to start the weekend as well. So to break down today's forecast for you on MetroCast, about 1 o'clock, 49 degrees, temperatures falling throughout the day. So we'll be about 49 degrees at around 1 o'clock with some widespread to scattered rain showers. 5 o'clock, 38 degrees. Clouds will still remain, slight chance of a rain shower throughout the afternoon hours. And then as we go to 9 o'clock for tonight, 34 degrees. It'll be a wintry feel. And again, we'll be back down into the 30s with partly cloudy skies as well. How about the next 7 days of your beautiful and wonderful life on planet Earth? There's the first 3 of them. And there you see it right there. 50. We go back to 50 for Friday. And then the weekend, boy, some fluctuation in the temperatures there. 49 for Saturday, 55 on Sunday, and then the temperatures go back down into the 40s for early next week as well. As I mentioned yesterday, this is February. Where is winter? Well, it's kind of taking a short little winter break. Yeah, it's taking a little siesta. Although it will return a little bit for tomorrow. But hey, there is no sign of any major winter anywhere into the end of the month, into early March. But March is coming.
Yeah. Could be like a lion.
That's true.
Or a lamb.
Yep.
We don't know yet, but we'll keep you in the loop.
We will be.
Next in sports, Ryan Hedrick and Ron Lemon discuss tonight's Bonnie's game in the Fast Break. Stay with us. Coming up.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at PhoneZoneShop.com.
We're talking St. Bonaventure basketball on this morning's Fast Break with Ron Lemon, right here on the Phone Zone Sports Desk, powered by Express Bike and Auto. A10 is getting very interesting, Ron. Last night at LaSalle, Rhode Island was taken to overtime. They won 95-93, but LaSalle's a team that St. Bonaventure had a relatively easy time with in Philadelphia. So what can we surmise from last night's game with Rhode Island struggling in Philly?
You know, Rhode Island came into the Riley Center and lost. They go to LaSalle and at the Gola Arena and they struggle. I think it just shows how difficult it is to win on the road. And the Bonnies have 2 games at home, 2 games on the road. I would not. We want them to go a minimum of 3-1. Obviously, we'd like to see them win all 4 games, but there's 2 games on the road. St. Louis is not going to be an easy task, and at VCU is not going to be an easy task. So again, in the Atlantic 10, you really have to work to win on the road. So hopefully, Bonas can continue to play the way they have. I remember earlier in the year when they beat Syracuse and then started off the A-10 season beating UMass, but then went on a really very difficult slide, and a lot of those games were on the road that they lost. So there's no given win on the road in the Atlantic 10.
You know, Matt Mobley has been the model of consistency for the past several weeks, and he's the guy that really stepped it up in the Rhode Island, won 26 points, 8 of 17 from the field. And you look at Jay Adams' stat line, and you're like, wow, who was this guy? Like Jekyll and Hyde almost, although, you know, all great players are entitled to one bad game or a couple during the course of a season. But that's the mark of a good teammate in my estimation, Ron, is Matt Mobley just getting it done and really stepping up at a critical time when St. Bonaventure needed him to step up and play big time.
And again, I think that shows you the coaching prowess of Coach Smith. He coaches a team game, and he gets some elite players like we had Andrew Nicholson and now Jay Adams, but he also really develops players that he recruits and brings in. And to get a guy like Matt Mobley from Central Connecticut State for a couple of years and have him be an over 1,000-point scorer really bodes well for the recruiting ability for Coach Smith and the Bona program in the coming years. But this is just a fun ride. This reminds me of the days when I was a kid following the Bonnies with Bob Lanier and Billy Caldwell and Jim Sadlin and Greg Sanders when they won the NIT. It feels good to see the Bona program back and respected at the national level. Only got 13 votes for the AP Top 25, but I think if we can hold our own with the next coming 2 games, I'd like to see us crack into that Top 25. It's been a long time since we've been there.
Do news like no one else. Investigations that get results.
The Jamestown Police Department recently arrested her grandson Julio after he was involved in a hugging incident.
Why was she that close? What was going on?
WNY News Now investigates, standing up for you while holding the powerful accountable. If you have a problem, we're here to help. WNY News Now.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
And welcome back to News Now. A look at the Olympic medal count. Team USA finally back on the top 5 board, gaining some medals overnight. Norway remains on top, though, with a total of 33 medals, 13 of them gold. Canada has 21 medals, 9 of them gold, and Team USA boasts 6 gold, 4 silver, and 6 bronze medals. Tonight, watch figure skating, women's alpine skiing, women's bobsledding, and men's snowboarding, all on NBC.
Lucky Charms! Stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, hourglasses, rainbows, and tasty red balloons!
They're magically delicious. Lucky Charms is introducing the first new permanent marshmallow in a decade. A magical unicorn. General Mills says the new marshmallow was inspired and created by the target consumers' ideas. The purple-blue mythical creature will replace the hourglass marshmallow. Pretty cool. Well, amateur photogs and social media users are loving a new photo trend, Dakota. Hobby Lobby employees, not so much. Jeremy Roth explains the Hobby Lobby Challenge.
This looks like a professional photo shoot in a garden, but it's actually an impromptu shoot in the plastic flower aisle of a Hobby Lobby. It's the latest viral trend with elaborate floral photos lighting up Twitter feeds. They're calling it the Hobby Lobby Challenge, and social media is loving it. Hey, you know who's not loving it? Hobby Lobby employees. Many of the craft store's employees tweeted their frustration with a disruptive trend. Wait, Barack Obama? That's clearly a different user because I think President Obama would at least be a fan of the aesthetic. Anywho, like the mannequin and cinnamon challenges, it looks like Hobby Lobby Challenge is here to stay. For now.
Another challenge. Accepted?
Oh, boy.
What? You don't like those online challenges?
No. Well, all I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't want to get myself in trouble with
Why
what
not? You've never gotten yourself in trouble before,
Oh,
right?
what the heck? All I'm going to say is if you're dumb enough to do those kind of challenges, you deserve whatever happens to you.
Well, what's the worst that's going to happen? Basically you're just renting their store for a photo shoot, right? I mean, if we did a photo shoot here, like, spoiler alert, a lot of our props aren't real. Like, we had a Christmas stuff set up here, little trees and stuff. Like, they're not real trees. I mean, they're fake, right? So if you do a photo shoot in front of a wall of flowers in a studio with perfect lighting, it's probably fake. Right? So they're just basically using Hobby Lobby's wall of flowers as their background. It's kind of cool. It's smart, actually. You don't have to pay for it. I mean, I guess Hobby Lobby employees might not like it.
But you could. But that would still be trespassing, though.
Well, if they kicked you out, then yeah. Like, you're coming in to buy stuff, right? But you got a DXLR camera with you. It's like, I'm sure it raises a little, like, alert in their brain. Why is this person bringing a camera into my shop?
It's sort of like Walmart, because the last I knew, you're not allowed to film in Walmart anymore because of all the pranks that were pulled.
I got in trouble one time when they had a fire at Walmart in Lakewood. I was trying to go in and get photos of, like, the burned out, like, it was a milk container or whatever, like in the frozen section. I was trying to go in there and get some video, and I got in trouble because I just had my iPhone. Like, I was trying to be real discreet, you know? Like, I'm just going to... But they were like, no photos. This area is closed. So,
I mean,
it was a mess, by the way.
I mean, that actually does suck because, I watch a bunch of vloggers on YouTube, and, they vlog their day and whatnot. And from what I understand, they're not allowed to film in Walmart because of all the pranks that were pulled.
Right. And they're just trying to simply film their day. Like, this is their job, right? People follow them on social media to get a kick out of them.
Right.
You know what else is a very important job?
But I just want to say one thing.
Okay.
Lucky Charms.
He doesn't like my transition.
No. Lucky Charms are gross.
Why?
They're nasty.
They're not gross.
The marshmallows are absolutely awful.
You killed my transition. I'm mad now. You know what's nasty? All this rain.
Well, hey, at least it's better than snow. Let's take a look at that.
There's a better transition, folks.
Let's take a look at that quick solution 7-day. Temperature falls throughout the day. 61 early high, falling all the way down to the to the upper 30s throughout the day today. 39 as an average high for tomorrow. Rain and snow changing to some snow showers with a low pressure system that's going to track south and east of our area. I don't expect a whole lot of accumulation out of that. The higher accumulations will be eastward along the hills, and then we go back into the 50s for Friday, back into the 40s for early next week before we shoot back up to 55, and then we clear out for Monday and Tuesday of next week. And March is coming, and there is suggestions on long-range model guidance. March comes back with a vengeance.
Please save us. Weather gods, please spare us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't want a vengeance. I don't want a vengeance. Can't we just have beach weather?
You're going to have to wait a little while for
Wait,
that.
what time in March? Do you know? Like early March?
The model guidance is pretty much hinting after the 6th. Things will turn drastically different.
I go on vacation a few weeks after that. Florida, here I come. Thank you, Dakota.
You're
That's
welcome.
it for today. Be sure to join us right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, a recap of all the stories we just talked about is on our website, WNYNewsNow.com. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.